Welcome back to Glider Gaming. This is Glider. We're jumping back in the glider's cage in oxygen not included. We are running a deficit on oxygen because we can't pump out that CO2. We were trying to work on that last time and didn't have a lot of success. Whoa. Why aren't we putting any oxygen into our fellas here? Oh, because that comes out of that. Yikes. Okay. Well, we're going to have to patch that in here. We can do that right there. Start getting some more. Because if we run out of oxygen in these, then we're done. We can't leave the base anymore. So we're trying to dig all the way to the surface. Boom, we found the surface. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pump all of our wasted gas, all the gas we don't want, out here to the surface. Notice we have some very hot regolith there, which is to be expected. Those meteors come in screaming hot. But there's so much stuff up here above that this shouldn't be at risk of being damaged. I probably do want to have a little something like right about here. What we're going to do is we're just going to throw a door right here. Actually, we're just going to... No, there's no point to that. We'll throw a door right there. And then we'll continue digging right here. That way we can just have a little airlock system. We can put another one right there. And I mean, I do want most of the gas gone, but yeah, there's actually... Is there a risk if I don't want to chance it. I'll just pump the gas out and have a little airlock right here. Should probably actually have it go further out. I'll have it go to right here. That way there's time for this one to close. Okay. So we're going to need to dig those. We need to set priorities. So this is how we're going to take care of our overpressure system. We're just going to start pumping stuff into space. That boom was just brought to you by meteorites. Meteorites. Because that stuff's loud. Someone's idle, which means they're probably going to die. Yep, you are in fact idle. Sedimentary rock, there and there, and there. Okay, so they'll dig all this out. They can jump up here and get those pieces there. Okay, lots of space now for all of this salt water to pool up. We might have to rebuild that again down here, but I'm not too worried about it. Back up here top side. We need this stuff done. Should be nothing stopping them, just walking that far. Okay. Wouldn't you rather have digged that, but okay. Right, here's a miner. Ah, he didn't get that one spot I was really concerned about, unfortunately. For walking purposes, I suppose we should go ahead and pave all this. Okay. Gate priority on that stuff. complete this pipe. And connect the pipe in. Pardon me. So I'm going to make all this 7s, just a little bit more, less important than other things. And then we need a way to connect in all of this gas that we want to pump out. So let's see here. We're going to start with a gas bridge right here, and a gas bridge right here, and a destruction of that tile right there. This is all 9s. We're also going to deconstruct that. We now have no oxygen going into the base for this moment, so that's not ideal. So we actually have to deconstruct that now. Because I made a boo-boo, connected them up. Oh, whatever button that was not the correct one. Okay, so that's going to go right there. All right. So number 9, get this done right here. And then number 6, these pipes so that these can start flowing again. And then this one is not having quite so much problem, so we'll let that one go for now. And I'll probably actually just build a second pipe and a second vent and just pump out CO2 from the environment right here, in addition to these other things. I do believe that a pole right here. Well, let's not make this pole out of gold. Gold is a much more useful industrial metal. Iron's pretty important too, but we do have just so much more of it. It won't help them get up, but it will help them get back down. You're not going to be able to do it right here, though. We are going to have to build a wall right here. And once I have this built, then we can finish that. Okay, they're almost to the surface. I think we are actually going to cultivate those larva eggs. Because we got some pretty spicy areas. And we have CO2, so that's exactly what a larva wants. Also, I figured out what to do down here. If you guys figured it out before me, I apologize. I should have been thinking a little harder, but I know what to do with this hot steam vent. The only thing is we have to get these larva eggs moved somewhere where they'll survive before they hatch, because I don't want to make plastic. Oh, we'll just do it down here. This is plenty hot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. This will just collect the byproduct of the larva, which is oil. Oops. We do want this room to stay nice and toasty. That's why I'm using insulated. For some reason, if this area ever cools down, that would be a problem. And we want there to be plenty of CO2, so we're going to put a door right there. All right, so we're going to put one storage bin right here. One... I guess I don't need any of these things except the grooming station. Oh, wow. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that, but very interesting. They can't go in there to fix it. Oh, they can. We're going to turn that off so they can't go in there to fix it. Lots of things happening over here. Building broken, damage overheated. Building broken, damage overheated. Okay. Yeah, that's a thing. I think we're probably at a point where we can go ahead and create some quick... there we go. Quick jump points. The surface is usually a good spot to have as a quick jump point. So we can go shift 1, shift 2. Hooray. To do that, you do control number, and then when you want to go back, it's shift number. Alert! We've breached the surface. Huzzah! We are out of our rocky prison. I should be careful. The region is extremely inhospitable, and I could easily lose resources to the vacuum of space. Which is funny. It's warning us about losing resources. I'm just like, I don't want CO2 anymore. Make it go away, space. We've already lost all of the chlorine that was in here. And for a while, I think I'll let this go. It's not like you see on television and movies. It's not, ooh, a cool steam vent. It's not, oh, but it's a cool steam vent with vacuum, so the steam will never condense. It's not explosive decompression like you see in movies and TV. Like, this is going to go down, but it's going to go down pretty slowly. I don't want to do that. So, it's not like all of the gas is just going to zip out, which I would prefer, honestly, because 9.4 kilograms of CO2 is obnoxious. 21 kilograms of CO2 is just nuts. Okay, I was going to say, what? Okay, they are getting this done. And I do need it done, so we're going to zip all of this up to 7 now. And down here, the first set of pipe is all connected in. Second set now can go. Okay, things are happening. So we got 100 grams of water. Carbon dioxide, 2,000 grams. So this thing will be able to go for a while. What's its over pressure spot? 20 kilograms. So it takes a lot. Like power plant levels, a lot. Okay, so as soon as we get connected to the outside world, then we will get to pumping out the CO2. Just a little bit left. Most everyone's on break right now, so it's not going to happen for a minute. Okay, last time we were building a farm. Okay, it looks like everything over here is complete to cool down things. So we can block that off. Right, here's the farm. Right now it has no irrigation because we never connected that in, which is fine. So we're letting things cool down from all the warm stuff we brought in here. There's a pretty big temperature differential over there. So I think I'll put in a couple airlocks just to help reduce how quickly that temperature changes. And then we're going to be running cold stuff here. I'm not sure if we're going to need it, but I think we'll put a little bit in. And what I'm talking about is temp shift plates. But what are we going to build? Slow heating, overheat temperature. We want something that's thermally reactive. So we might build it out of sedimentary rock. Accelerates or buffers heat dispersal based on kind of has a smaller effect. So iron ore will have no effect. Obsidian is thermally reactive. 0.2. How does that compare to the sedimentary rock? 0.2. So it's the same, but we have a lot of obsidian. 0.15. I can't remember off the top of my head if we want more or less. The way we can figure that out is to find some hydrogen. Hydrogen is the best gas for heat exchange, and its thermal conductivity is 0.01. So less is more in this situation. We want the smallest thermally reactive number we can get. So gold is 0.1, which is not a lot. It's a lot, I mean, 0.2. We haven't found diamond yet. Diamond's the best, but it takes a lot. Ooh. Actual aluminum, it'd be insane amounts of it, but actual aluminum is highly thermally conductive. So is this. 60 watts per degree Kelvin distance. In oxygen, 0.024 watts. I don't know if that's the same, because it was doing DTU before. Well, for now we'll do obsidian, and we'll switch it out later when we get access to diamond. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to help take the heat from the pipes and disperse it in this little area. We're off-gassing some nastiness down here, but that's fine. I don't really care. There's some amount of polluted water we could mop up. That's almost sealed up. We might be repurposing these, because I just want to move this farm out. Like, at this moment, we barely even need the farm. We have so much wood. But this farm is the main reason why our base is so spicy, because it forces us to pump so much polluted water at such a high temperature through our base. So I do want to get some of this out of here. Okay, they still haven't finished this thing. There's one spot. It's unreachable, according to them, which I don't see. The oxygen situation is getting a little dire. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to see all this CO2 start pumping out, so we can start moving the oxygen and things we want again. Excellent. Okay. So I think we're going to cancel the deconstructs right here. We're going to put another pump down here to get rid of this CO2. Because we just need the CO2 out, because if this is overpressure, we're just losing resources for no reason. We want our resources to be coming at all times, even when we don't need them. And we'll just kind of keep an eye on this. I do want this to just run forever until it's just pumping out CO2. Although that pipe is kind of jammed up. Maybe we try a gas bridge. Yeah, let's try this. We're going to pull this straight across, move this straight across, and move this down. That should allow both pumps to run if they are able. This isn't even connected to anything. I just never remembered to deconstruct it. Oh, shoot. We need to auto that. Let's do that with some... Ooh. No. Let's do this with some priority here. Because our hatches are just walking out. Wrangle that hatch up. No one seems to be getting attacked by these guys, but they are cramped again. Turns out you can only have like exactly 5 of these dudes or they're cramped. So let's find some of the old ones and take care of them. 55, 32, 39, 27, 29. Okay, Mr. 55. Goodbye, sir. Okay, things are flowing properly again. So we can now break this pipe. And then immediately rebuild it so that it's not connected in the way we had it before. No one cares, though. No one cares. I guess they're all sleeping, so what can you do? Wonder, do I have to change the autosave on this every time I boot it? Because last game, I think we went in here and we went to options, game, every 20 cycles. Okay, guess we just hit that 20 cycle right there. If you haven't seen this before, this is just a way you can build a wall, and also this is a way you can make your own vacuum as well. You just kind of build diagonally, and like this water is not going to spill out, and you can build that diagonal, and then I can build a wall right here to keep the water in and never have to worry about it spilling. So they can't reach this one now, so we just have to assign a dig right there. They can reach this one, they're just not doing it. Yeah, it's even a higher priority than these other builds, but they're just not doing it. Oh, I have it set for granite, which isn't that thermally buffering? And isn't just always lying around either. But it looks like we actually did run out of igneous rock at one point, so that's kind of crazy. That stuff's everywhere. Yeah, you just, each time they build a block, you just break the next one so they can reach it. Apparently they're just going to go from the top down since they have no desire to, to build that one there. Appear-wise, they're kind of getting it taken care of. I'm going to break those two. Like I said, this is not an explosive decompression situation. In fact, the air's barely moving because the way gases work is to get really good gas flow, you kind of need 3 wide. So if we really wanted to get rid of all this, we have to dig it out like this and then probably break that. And then this will still be a choke point. But you will see that it is occasionally going to have a little bit of gas around here, but it disappears pretty quickly into the vacuum. Okay, drop some sand on our project, so that's going to halt progression. Another issue might be this one right here. Maybe they can't literally... Oh yeah, it's still unreachable, so we probably have to break this one so that they can kind of reach it a little better. Building broken, yep, we knew about that one. Liquid pump, yep, we knew about that. And new printing pod. Yeah, we'll take more fertilizer. Why not? Okay, that's looking like it's doing well. Then my main concern is now getting some hydrogen added to this system. So how can we do that? Probably just going to build a little hydrogen room like we did before. Except this time we're going to pump the hydrogen rather than just letting it sit. Okay, we even have some already. So we're going to build a pump right here. Actually, I think we'll centralize it. There's 2,000 grams here, so that's not too shabby. And we're going to build oxygen. There it is. Build an electrolyzer. So we're going to need some power for that. Where can we steal power from? So this one has a current load of 660. It can handle it, so we'll steal the power from here. We just have to bring it forever miles away. Right to there. And then we have clean water much closer, so it'll be a lot easier to get clean water. This is the hot side, and I really don't care how hot these gases come out, so I'm just going to steal it from the hot side. We can, in fact, build it straight across like this. We don't have to go up and down. Then we need power up here as well. Okay. And we're also going to need a filter because I don't want any of this polluted stuff to go in there. But I'm going to put the filter closer to the actual system. So we'll put it right here. So then we can go in there from all the way over here. Using granite for all this? Jeez. Switch that soon. And there's your dirt for the morning. Okay, so that will add things in. And then anything that's not hydrogen can just go right here. Blink. We want to filter out hydrogen. Uh-oh. We ran it in such a way that we can't actually build one piece. So we'll just have to dig down a little bit. And it will be fine. We probably don't need the second one. Right there's probably enough. Okay. They have achieved all the pieces except this one. So by digging that one or that one, we'll get to it. And this algae should hold a while. Algae's very soft, so algae will break from water pressure. But it's not going to break immediately. If it had cracks, which if you've never noticed those, this is algae with cracks. When you hover over it, it says buried object. Algae is already soft. With cracks, it's even softer. So hardness is 2 very soft as opposed to 2 very soft. Okay. But it will break faster because there's already cracks. So we want to be mindful of that. I'm going to pop this up to a 9 now because I don't want that algae to break and spill all this water. Derp. Oh, I do not know how to draw a straight line today. All right, perfect. That water is all contained. Someone made a mess? Are you trapped? Why would you make a mess there? Oh, shoot, I forgot about those eggs. Critter eggs. What were they? What were they? What were they? Larva eggs. 9. Okay, you really look like you're stuck there. Oh, because you are. There's literally no ladder that gets you out. Okay. What resources do you have at your disposal? Sedimentary rock. Alright, sedimentary rock. Save yourself, young Turner. Ooh, he's running out of what looks to be oxygen. He might die. This one will actually be my fault. I still don't know what happened to Nesbit. But if he dies, it is my fault. Okay, we want this to be a room. So we do need to put that there. Now we have 3 larva eggs. We're going to unstore so they fall out. And when they hatch, they will be ready to go. Down here, we do want to mop up this polluted water because we don't want that there. Oh, we're going to have to move this. So under plumbing, bottle emptier. We'll just start emptying it right here. And I don't need this built here anymore. Okay. We do have some nasty water right here. I don't need to mop up the weird waters from over here, but hey, why not? Okay, so this is going to be polluted water to a priority of 7, so people do actually pick that stuff up. And then we can sweep these up as well, just to make sure they get rid of those rather quickly. Okay, over here, we're not seeing unreachable builds, but it could be a fact of, you know, that little glitch about loading and unloading, so we're just going to re-instruct the construction of those, see if that helps anything. And I'll bump it up to 7 to make sure it happens in a timely fashion. I kind of want this to get filled more often, but power-wise, this is keeping much more continual where we want it like that, so that's good. I really don't need water right there, or right there. Oh, yeah, I see why that's there. This tile needs to be a mesh tile so that that vent does that. Okay, we've hit max pressure over here now too. So if we want to get rid of this, we're going to have to build it to patch in with the rest of it. And once again, I don't know why I keep mopping this stuff up. I just get annoyed by little bits of water. This is too much. Okay. It still takes a while to get up here, but they can get down again, so that's nice. I'm not sure exactly how this works, so I'm just going to raise this up enough that they can just walk over and use it. Okay, so like I said, they just pumped a bunch of gas out, but it's already gone. Vacuums are good like that. I would be interested in digging to right here, but then all this regolith will fall through, and then we'll have to worry about meteors hitting. So if we're going to go in here, I'll probably build a ladder right up through here so that we just come in underneath this table. There's a neural vacillator. How are things coming over here? They're still building the blueprints. Oop, and we never put power into this thing. Zip. So this whole line now is going to be a little over if all things are running at the same times. But I don't think it's going to be a huge problem because this isn't a long-term deal. This is just long enough to get the hydrogen deal primed, and then we're going to stop. That being said, oops. I always like to do this when I'm connecting things in. If you haven't caught an episode where I explain why, it's that sometimes direction can get confused because gas is coming this way and gas will be coming this way, and sometimes it won't know if it's supposed to go up or down, but this just tells it, oops, I did it wrong on top of that, because we want the gas coming from here over and from here down. So you put the in port where they connect, and then you break the tile in the center. And this just says gas coming this way, you have to go in and down. Gas coming this way, you go in and down. And it will combine the slots too, so that you get bigger packets, which is sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing. Somehow we're pumping out hydrogen again. What's going on, guys? We've run out of water? That doesn't seem... Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Where's this going, anyway? Up and out. Here, let's just go ahead and just break this bridge. Deconstruct. So here's the deal. I want a lot of water coming this way. And maybe I should not allow it to be dumped out. That might be a real thing to consider. But basically, I don't want this system running anymore, so that's fine. Just take that hot water and get it out of my life. Okay. That's going to give a more consistent flow of water in here. When the water stops, then these are going to pump out hydrogen, and we don't really want that. That's getting caught up because we haven't finished this, but that's fine. There we go. Nice strong oxygen flows again. No more hydrogen in there. So we're working on getting this finished. I want to grow other things too. So let's kind of have a look at some other stuff. How do we grow, yes, waterwort seeds. Waterweed seeds. That's a much more reasonable temperature. And we can put a little bit of salt water on top of them. That's good. That'll work. And they need bleach stone. That's interesting. I don't know if we can make bleach stone. I've never tried, but bleach stone is kind of a finite resource if you can't make it. And we do need to pump actual salt water into it for growth. So it needs to be covered in water, but not too much. And it needs to have water pumped into it all the time. This water is way too hot. We can't use this as a source. We'd have to cool that water, because that water being at 80 would, of course, put it overheat. This one comes out at 95. Yeah, this water is so piled up, it doesn't really give us the opportunity to... let the heat dissipate as easily. I don't need oxyfern. I guess I'll take another dupe. Suit wearing is always good. So, come on in. We've given them some recreation stuff. We're working on giving them better food, so maybe we can give people some more skills. Stinky here has lots of stuff available for him, so he can master ranching and medical care. And I think that's fine for now. Turner has pretty much mastered everything we wanted him to. What are we lacking in? We're lacking in doctoring, but people don't get hurt that much. We don't really need that many people doing art. So yeah, he also doesn't have a lot of morale available. We'll let you master that. And then I kind of want to, anybody who's not an exosuit user needs the exosuit training. Perfect. That just means they're going to move faster in exosuits, because exosuits without the exosuit wearing ability do slow you down by like 30% or something crazy. We'll stop with construction for him. He doesn't have a lot of morale left. You are going to be one of our astronauts, but not yet. You need better food. She's also going to be an astronaut, but we do want a mechatronics engineer, number 2, so that's good. She could also be an astronaut. So all 3 of them won't be astronauts, but a few of them will be. We were running you up the farming chain, looks like, but that's as high as you can go. Banhee. Oh man, Banhee, you have all sorts of abilities to do stuff. Right, so you're our 3rd mechatronic engineer and our 7th exosuit trainee. We could give you tidying. And then we don't have that many miners, and we're still a big digging community, so. All right, you can go into tidying. And you won't dig, so I guess you can build stuff on the side. Max has mastered everything he loves, so in case he's leaving the area, we'll give him that. He has 1 point left, so we'll give him more strength. +2 strength just means he carries stuff a lot better. Okay, you have nothing. We've given you nothing. You also don't love anything but exosuits, so that's interesting. All right, so now you do exosuits. You have 1 point left. Most people leaving are going to be doing constructing or digging, so we'll make you construction. The next person will make a digger. Camille loves construction, so we'll give her all those. But then she's going to get exosuit going forward. And Abe loves the exosuit path. So there we go. Okay. How are we doing decor-wise? Decor's looking pretty nice in most of the places people hang out. The bathrooms could be a little better. We haven't planted any more stuff. So we'll just plant some nice mirth leaves. We'll go 6, copy settings. People sometimes hang out in here, so let's... I'm going to put smaller statues in here because there's more buildings I would like to put in here. So let's make sure, yeah, that's granite. So we'll just do it like that. And then if we can, yeah, right there we can fit some art. And for now, we'll just go ahead and put art across here. These are prepped to be bedrooms, so we might as well bedroomify them. In fact, since we just took a dupe, I think we need to build 1 more bed in here, so we'll just go ahead and build all the beds. With our 5,000 plastic. Okay, now we're going to start replacing some ladders with plastic too. The main base ladders definitely need it. Plastic ladders just let the dupes go up and down them a little faster. Okay, we've run out of material, so... Yep, unreachable right there. Let's put down a little bit more scaffolding, and then they should be okay. That's supposed to be dug out, and this is supposed to be a floor. Nope, that tile can't be there. Down here, oh, they probably can't reach that. Makes sense. Now they'll be able to, though. Put those up higher. In fact, let's go ahead and build this ladder all the way down instead. Because I would like someone to research this. And they'll be, with the ladder going down, they'll be able to reach these things too. So give this ladder a 7. All right. How are things coming over here? Not quickly. Pump that up to an 8. I'm going to give these 7s. I just told them to do a lot of stuff in base, but I'd rather them do this instead. Up here, we are not storing anything. Because for some reason, there's just always gas. Might have to do with this airflow tile here, but it looks like there's always oxygen just kind of right around there, which isn't cool. Okay. Decor down here is pretty terrible, but people are just grabbing food and leaving, so I'm not worried about that. But everywhere else is just a lovely bright green, so that's great. Down here, the slicksters have not yet hatched. Looks like they need 5% a cycle, so it's going to be probably 11 more cycles before they're done. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they eat CO2, so as long as we have this here, they'll have something to eat. And they put a mesh tile right there. We won't have to look at water all over the place. Let's be super safe. We'll do 2 tiles. Why is this stuff not? Oh, I see. And one's missing right there as well. This is still filling up faster than we're using it, so that's cool. We just need to figure out a way to drop its temperature from 85 down to 60, and then we'll be all set. Over here, temperatures are 35. We could kind of pump it up through here. So we could pump it, you know, through here a little bit in regular pipe, and it'll have some heat exchange. Go up in the base and around so we can avoid breaking what we've got here. I might do that. So let's go ahead and put this back so they can do that. Let's see here. How would we do that? Because we got this water in the way. We could just drain this water all the way down to here. That would be fine. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and break these 2 tiles right here. Just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, so I need to break buildings. Don't want to break those pipes. I'm going to break those there. We're going to dig a ladder to right there. Let's drain that whole thing down. We'll drain this down. And we'll have to worry about that because we're just going to use the area up here. And then we'll just use this area to get back down to it. I'm not going to leave that open permanently. Okay, so we do now have ethanol all the way up to this area. So we're getting really close to having this farm up and running. We just kind of need them to finish a couple of these things. Okay, we still have 27 more cycles of water. I don't think this will get full, but it should get like halfway full. That will be really helpful because it's really cold now. This is kind of getting warmer, which is why we have that pump there. We can pump out the warmer water so we can recool it, but it's going to do just fine. It takes a long time to heat up water. And this is pretty much stagnant, so... This is going to take a while. Oh, I see. Yeah, we're still pumping some water up there. Eventually we will get rid of that. We could also just destroy this bridge and pump it out that way. I think we will. Insulated liquid pipe. Deconstruct. Okay. Yay, they're building things. Okay, we're now pumping a mixture of hydrogen and polluted oxygen. And we do need to replace that. So, oh, we never did bump those up to a high enough spot. So, number 9, nothing more important. Come get that done. I'm going to dig these out too, because those will grow and create food for us. There are some nice foods that need those pinch of pepper nuts, like spicy tofu. I'm guessing that that is a glitched block as well, so we're just going to rebuild that block. Whoop, not right there though. Okay, perfect. We've almost pumped out all of the hydrogen now. So I suppose that went faster than I was expecting. We're going to put the gaseous element sensor right here. Right here, right here, right here, right here. We'll go right here. And right there. With the AND gate. So, if there's enough pressure, send green. If it's the right gas, send green. If everybody's green, turn on. And then what we can do is we can get really fancy. We can now put a NOT gate. So if this is on, don't run. If it's not on, do run. Oh, we need a bridge though. That's okay. We can do that. So we're just going to run it this way instead and cancel that one. So, pretty ridiculous. Invalid port overlap? I'm confused. Oh, okay. I couldn't put... Oh, well, hold on. Confusion. Port overlap. I'm confused. Is it in here? Okay, well, we'll break it then. Just break it. Wire-wise, we do want a wire coming up. We do want a wire coming down. I know this much. Okay, so I made it mad somehow. So the AND gate. Okay, we can put it all the way up here. We can put our bridge right there. Actually, we don't even need a bridge, do we? Okay, hold on. Cancel this. Let's do the AND sensor like this. The gas sensor can go right here. The pressure sensor can go right there. This just reduces how much copper we need. And then we can go here and here and a NOT gate right there. That should not upset anyone. So basically, if this pump is running, don't do this. If this pump is not running, do this. Okay, so very, very small amounts of hydrogen are coming in. But that hydrogen coming in is coming in at 16, and it's leaving at 13. So this ability to cool is going to hopefully keep things sub-zero here, but we do need stuff to get just a little colder. coming in. Some of it's 23 because it's being pumped in. It's not going to be perfect until we stop adding more. But what comes out of here is what's important. 13 is too high. We actually need it to be colder than that. Polluted water's at 13 though, so maybe we can't. This stuff needs to be sub-zero. We might have to actually physically cool it, which is not a big deal. We can do that too. Oh, I didn't look at the last person we took to see if they were like flatulent or something. I sure hope they're not. I don't want a slow learner, even though construction's cool. So I guess I'll take this narcoleptic quick learner. Oh, we're being attacked by the crabs again. Darn crabs. Alright. They're doing a lot of stuff inside the base, so we just need to kind of tell them to do this stuff a little faster. We can do harvest plants. We can set up these pinch of peppers that are growing to be harvestable, including this one here. And we just need to dig it out so we can get to it. There, see? Now it's not entombed anymore. That'll just give us a supply of pinch of pepper plants. Why is that scalding? Well, I guess it is 60s and 70s up there. Dang. Oh, and also they're holding stuff that is so hot that it will scald them. That copper is still probably over 100 degrees. Yeah, so it's... What we can do is we can break this now. We could just do like a mesh tile right here so we get some more fresh water that's a little colder over here. Oh, yep, we need to tell this that we are trying to detect hydrogen. Oh, we went all the way around. I guess we could have gone up and around. It would have been shorter. My bad. A power transformer's broken? Because of heat, I imagine? Totally because of heat. What are you powering, little man? Powering this stuff down here I haven't even finished building. Okay, okay, cool, cool. So, yep, 75 degrees. I should have thought about this. We can deconstruct you. And let's disable, disable auto repair. Go break that. We'll rebuild you out of gold so you can handle it. Ooh, the copper is actually solidifying into blocks of copper instead of harvestable copper. So that's crazy. Not sure how that happens. It's really hot. It's priority. I want to get in there and do that. Okay. So then transformer-wise, we're going to come build it out of gold. I don't need to rush it, though, because we're not actually using it. And I said, I'd said many times, like, I don't know what to do with this, blah, blah, blah. I figured it out, guys. It's steam. There's literally a steam power plant. That steam is so hot, what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of encapsulate it, put a steam turbine up here, and we're just going to make more power out of it. We just have to get it into the main power line. Ah, look at that. Lovely. Getting rid of all this polluted oxygen and everything else. We're down to grams, so that's cool. Then we have the water lock, so it's not a big deal. Grams, grams, grams. Okay. We're going to go ahead and deconstruct that. We don't need that anymore. And we're going to get rid of the power lines. And the gas lines. And the gas bridge. Okay, yep. We're just getting attacked by the stuff for the guys we keep, the crabs. Okay. Yep, we're getting all these ladders replaced quite nicely. We are not getting all the polluted oxygen taken care of quite nicely. But there's no slime lung in the polluted oxygen, so it is okay. It's all surface slime lung, which cannot infect us. Okay. All right, we want this to be above 700. So why isn't it's oh, max gas pressure. I wasn't thinking about that. Okay, so let's deconstruct this bridge. Let's deconstruct. Let's dig that. Oops. Dig that. I forgot about max gas pressure. Okay. So we're going to do a manual airlock there. So the air can't just come and go as it pleases. And we can set this to oxygen for right now. What is it in? It's in polluted oxygen. Polluted? Where's polluted oxygen? There it is. Because alphabetical order, it comes after chlorine. Oh, there's one of these guys. Okay. Let's see what these guys do. Are slimy critters that consume carbon dioxide and create crude oil. So, yep. We've given them everything they need in that little ranch. Right. This is now filtering down here directly, as well as overflowing. Why is that an unreachable dig? It seems like a very reachable dig. It's weird. Why are we making messes? What did I do? Yeah, I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Break that. Wasn't thinking hard enough. We need an overflow. Plumbing, liquid bridge, liquid bridge. Plumbing, build that pipe. Clean up all this nasty spaghetti. But it is far more important that we build these than destroy the other stuff, guys. So let's get all this done. So mopping. Can I just see mopping? Thanks. As soon as they finish building the stuff they can build inside the base, then I'll tell them to mop the whole base. Any place you peed, please mop. Oh, we can only go down this far, though. Otherwise, we'll try to mop all this, which we don't want. What? Oh, they got attacked while they were mopping. Shoot. They're fleeing. They're fleeing. Let's see. That can be an exit, I suppose. This can be an entry and an exit. Okay. It's all done. And polluted water is now flowing. Okay, perfect. Gotta be careful, guys. Anytime you change pipes connected to the bathrooms, this could happen. You've gotta be careful for that. Okay. So we are going to deconstruct all this tree stuff. If their water's gone. Okay, it's not. It's getting close, though. Getting rid of the tree farm. These pipes are still valid. So occasionally we do break down some CO2. Oxygen-wise, we're looking good. We're not generating enough oxygen, which is not good. Automation. Okay. I was going to say, I thought I had that automated. And I do. Oh, this one we want to be a buddy bud. Did I break some pipe that contains water somehow? Yes. By accident, I destroyed a lot of pipes that contains water. Shoot. We still want this lovely water coming in through the base. There's just those empty water pipes we aren't using. Okay, we're really going to be cooling down the base now, not having all that polluted water pumping through. If we redirect all of this outside of the base, then we'll really be cooking. But none of it's at 70 degrees anymore, so that's awesome. Uh-oh. Running out of space in our tank there. Let's go ahead and let's rebuild that. And see exactly where we can put a new floor here. Can we do it? Yeah, just like... Oh, but we have all those wires. Shoot. So where is that? That goes down into this. It can overflow into that, and then that goes up here. It can also overflow through this, but it doesn't seem like it needs to. Okay. We're also at a point where we're consistently pumping little bits of CO2, but not actually pumping the actual CO2. So let's go into ventilation. Let's build an air pump right here. Pump that in. We're going to go this way, because we're going to do gas bridge right there, and we're going to deconstruct this. Just like that. We're going to need to power that. It should not be a big deal because we've got this right here. We're just going to start pumping out tons of CO2 out of here. Whoa, why are we spilling ethanol? Why would that be a thing? Really though, how did we ever spill ethanol? Confused. It's like aerosolizing because it's at its boiling point. That's funny. I would not be surprised if they literally can't reach that spot. But they reached other spots near it, so I guess they should be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I did not see what that pop-up was about. Oh, fleeing. Okay. And then we will throw a little automation here too. We'll put a sensor right here, so that if it drops too low, we'll stop pumping. Because I definitely don't want to vacuum. Okay. Up here, things are looking fine. There is a slow drift. You can see right here, there's 300 grams, 100 grams. Down here, there's 2,000. And as you go further and further down, 8 kilograms. So we're not going to run out of CO2 anytime soon. Oxalite, I guess we'll take copper ore. Oxalite will just become oxygen pretty quick. Won't do much more than that. Okay, we can destroy all these pipes. Not that one. We can deconstruct these tiles. Why did we just spill liquid? I guess one of those pipes wasn't as empty as it looked. Annoyable. We now no longer have a ranch, so we're going to have to fix that. Put in more traditional airflow. Just like that. Still too hot on that. Our food supplies are dropping a little bit. What are we doing with our lice loaf? Is that just the actual food we let them eat? Consumables. Yeah, life loaf is inedible at 0 morale. Pickled lice is still like a -1, I think. Pickled meal. Yeah, -1. Definitely don't want them eating that. You can make some barbecue? Oh, you don't need the berries anymore to make barbecue. Sweet. Make some barbecue for the peeps. Fleeing out of there. Somebody looked like they were having trouble breathing, but there's packets of oxygen all over, so that's fine. Still have a lot of issue getting CO2 out of this area. I guess we'll just put in some more airflow tile. Try to help that out. And I guess this should probably also all be airflow tile, so it doesn't impede our ability to drop packets of stuff down. Nobody can reach this stuff over here, so we're gonna do airflow, 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 tile, 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 and then one scaffolding right there. Looks like they've got all of our ladders replaced the way we wanted, so that getting stuff throughout the base is just a little faster. We're almost fully CO2 over here, so that's good. Ooh. This airlock should not have any liquid in it. And somehow polluted oxygen still got in. I thought I built this in such a way we wouldn't have to deal with polluted oxygen, but guess I was wrong. And of course it's nasty polluted oxygen. So, for now, we'll put a deodorizer right here. There's probably some paku meat or something that hasn't spoiled in here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. What's looking like in here? Still kind of spicy. Coming out at 14 degrees. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to build something to reduce how much temperature is going in there. So to do that, we're gonna run a line over there because it's a pretty energy intensive building. What are we building? We're building a thermal aqua tuner. It takes 1.2. So we're going to build a conductive wire off of this one here. So would it be easier to run it up or through? Probably through. Just run it up this route. So where do we want it? I think we want it maybe right up here somewhere. So we're going to take... Oh, we don't want a thermal aqua tuner. We want a thermal regulator? Yeah. I think it's basically the same deal, though. We'll build it up a little bit so it's not like so close to what we're cooling. We're going to go ahead and go in right here and down right there. Power. Just up like that. Okay. We're gonna deconstruct it. We're gonna deconstruct the floor tiles. I want them to be able to run under it. I don't want them to climb up and walk past it because it's a very hot building. So we're gonna raise it up just a little bit more. Fleeing, I saw it, it's fleeing. Are things happening up here? No, because now you're just like in different types of atmosphere. So whenever hydrogen hits this, it's not enough pressure. Oh man, this is a lot slower than I would have liked it to be. I really should have accounted for the fact that it'd be overpressure right off the bat. Okay, so we're gonna build this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go up here, and then we're gonna dig out some more stuff. Let's put a third tile right there. Utilities, thermoregulator. In and out. Conductive wire in. There we go. This will let the dupes run underneath it and hopefully not get scalding hot. Hopefully there'll be enough airflow there. We can dig around a little bit over here. We just want the air to move around, and that will keep the temperatures moving. It just keeps flipping between polluted oxygen and not. So right now, let's do above 100. So that this is just always green. Okay, there we go. Now we're pumping with some consistency. Also, no one comes in or out. That way we don't let more stuff in. Okay, excellent, excellent. Things are looking good. Those are all going to be unreachable. We need some scaffolding. Okay, that should take care of that. Except over here. Okay, that will take care of all that. We'll have a little mopping to do, but that'll be fine. Got some dumb gases stuck up in here we're going to have to someday deal with. No, we're going to deal with it right now. We're just going to build this so that it all kind of moves. Some of that's unreachable, though. It's unfortunate. So I'm not going to destroy the beds to get to it. And yeah, I don't really want to break the top pieces. I guess I could do it the same way we did before. I could break this one, replace it, break this one, replace... no, that doesn't work. We can't break just this one and get all of them, though. We've got other stuff to do, though. That's a longer term thing I care about. Okay, everything's backing up, which is okay. Except now this isn't working, but we're barely adding any hydrogen to this anyhow. Okay, things are coming together. This still says unreachable, but it's not, because they can stand right there and get it. These are all fine, just this one. Okay, whatever. We'll build one more ladder just so you can be reachable. Mopping up at 7. Okay, and then I think we also needed some bridges I haven't built yet, so... Bridge, bridge. Thank you. Okay, yep, we're just pumping out plenty of CO2 all the time. We still have 20 plus kilograms, so that's still overpressure. All right, they did finish that stuff, so we'll connect it in there. And this is green if it's above 700 grams. This is overpressure, but yeah, we're pumping it out another way. And soon we're just gonna stop making plastic because I don't use tons of plastic in this game. So like we've already made the beds, we've already made the ladders. I don't need a ton more plastic. If I need more, I can always build a little bit more. Sure, I'll have coal. I also don't need that ladder right there. They can be at the top and jump over, that's fine. Okay, let's check plumbing here. Okay, it all says that it's gone now. So if I get water on the floor, I'm gonna be mad. Going to, oh, I see, these things themselves have polluted water in them. So when I break these, that's the next problem. Temp-wise, yeah, I do want to build another layer of protection here and here, I think. Let's go ahead and do that right now. This is all, yes, igneous rock, very good. All right, that's just gonna help keep these two areas separated. 38 degrees. I mean, they're basically the same temperature, but once we get the inside cooled down, we don't want the outsides bringing it back again. Whatever. It's very small amounts. We'll just take our licks. We're talking about grams, not kilograms. $12 grams, yep. And 23 grams. Yeah, it's not actually even spilling out now. Not reachable. Without scaffolding, that is. Boom, boom. It's actually cooling down again now that we're not pumping anything through it. So it could become usable, useful stuff again. That dude looks ill. He has severe wounds. Abe, what's up, bro? Your severe wounds. You've been hanging out with the old craberinos too much, I guess. I honestly don't see a reason why I don't have floor there. And I could deconstruct that. We could just build another block and have a ladder. Down here, Filters are not designated, so we'll copy these settings. We're just going to go through another sweep on the base. Because I do see some stuff just kind of weirdly hanging out. Yeah, lots of sand in here. Piles of wood. Piles of wood. All the bricks we broke have left sediment stuff. Uh-oh, somebody's incapacitated. Not those, and then not these. Do airflow, 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 airflow. Oh, they got Lindsay. All right, Abe, I know you're healing up and it was nice, but Lindsay, like, legitimately needs to be in there. You still have severe wounds. -9 athletics, that's crazy. Okay, we want a number 8 on there so she actually gets care. Okay, we got lots of stuff swept up. Okay, a little bit more down here. Sweep. We're almost full again on chlorine. So we need to do something with this chlorine, which we could harvest salt. Nothing stops us from doing that. Okay, they are done with all of this nonsense. Let's go ahead and deconstruct that. Build our walls back, and then we'll drain this. This is like a 9 because I don't want any more of that nasty stuff getting in here. There is still a little bit, but it should be dying slowly. Yeah, 29% dies every cycle. What do we have seat-wise? We have 15, so we have room for one more dupe seat-wise, so we better build some more seats. Oh my gosh. Why didn't anybody tell me? This episode's been going on for way longer than an hour. This is like the legitimately longest episode I've ever made. So, we did a lot of things because we've been playing for quite a long time. Oh, we didn't actually get any power in there? Or no, we sure did. Okay, they're missing that one. And then, yeah, all these down here. Yeah. Sure. That's legit. All right, guys. Guys, gals, duplicates, and other kints or cans. Thanks for joining us on Oxygen Not Included here on Glider Gaming. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're really glad you're watching, and we'd like to know what you're thinking. I also like tips if they're constructive, so feel free to let me know what you're thinking I could be doing better based on things you've seen or done yourself. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.